Om Sri Lakshmi Narsimhaya Namaha. Valmiki Ramayana, Balakanda, Chapter 11. King Dasharatha goes to Anga to bring back Rishyasringa and Shanta. Summary. On the advice of his minister Sumantra, Dasharatha proceeds to Anga kingdom to fetch Sage Rishyasringa and his wife Shanta to his capital Ayodhya. Chapter 11 in detail. Minister Sumantra continued, O the great king, I'll further narrate all that has been said by Sanat Kumara, the best one among all deities. Kindly listen to these favorable words. A king named Dasharatha will be born in Ikshvaku dynasty who will be very virtuous, resplendent and a truthful one to his vow, said Sanat Kumara the sage. King Dasharatha will befriend the king of Anga, and the king of Anga will beget a fortunate girl named Shanta. The son of the king of Anga, the earlier king of Anga kingdom, will be known as Rampada, or also known as Chitraratha, and the highly renowned king Dasharatha approaches Rampada. Then King Dasharatha says to king of Anga, O righteous one, I am childless, and hence I intend to perform a Vedic ritual. Let the husband of your daughter Shanta, Sage Rishyasringa, preside over the Vedic ritual at your behest, for the sake of progeny in my dynasty. On hearing those words of King Dasharatha, that benevolent soul Rampada, the king of Anga, considers heartily and agrees to send the one who endows progeny by rituals, namely Sage Rishyasringa, his son-in-law. On receiving that Brahman, Sage Rishyasringa, at the behest of his father-in-law, that King Dasharatha gets rid of his febrile condition and will accomplish that Vedic ritual, feeling very pleasant in depths of his heart. That king, the desirer of glory, the knower of virtue, and the lord of people, namely Dasharatha, will be requesting that best Brahman Rishyasringa with his palms adjoining in supplication for the conduct of ritual, for progeny, and even for his heavenly abodes, and that king of all the quarters of earth will accomplish those desires from that eminent Brahman Rishyasringa. There will be 4 sons to King Dasharatha that abound with valor, enrich dynasty's reputation, and they will be renowned among all beings. Thus said sage Sanat Kumara to other sages. This way he, that ancient and godly sage Sanat Kumara, who is also Brahma's brainchild like Narada, said this legend in earlier divine era called Kritika Yuga. Thus Sumantra continued his narration to Dasharatha. O great king, the manly tiger, he, that sage Rishyasringa, be led here on your proceeding in person with staff and transport, and on adoring him well personally. Thus Sumantra concluded his narration. On hearing the word of advice from charioteer, Dasharatha became gladsome and made Sumantra to reiterate to that sage also for his approval. Then Dasharatha travelled to the place where Brahman Rishyasringa is, along with the intimates of palace chambers and ministers. 2. On crossing over the rivers and forests slowly and steadily, Dasharatha entered that kingdom where that eminent Brahman is there. Then Dasharatha saw the best Brahman, who is nearby King Rampada, and who is resplendent like ritual fire. Then King Rampada, glad and heart of hearts, paid excellent respect to King Dasharatha procedurally and in view of their friendship. Then Rampada informed the wise sage Rishyasringa about the friendship and relation with Dasharatha, and then that sage worshipped King Dasharatha in his return. Thus well received by King Rampada, King Dasharatha spent 7 to 8 days with him, and then spoke this to King Rampada. O Lord of subjects, your daughter Princess Shanta may go over to my city Ayodhya along with her husband Rishyasringa. As, O king, I am contemplating to perform a great Vedic ritual. Indeed, so said Dasharatha to Rompada. So it shall be, said King Rompada, agreeing to their travel with King Dasharatha, and addressed these words to that Brahman sage and his son-in-law Sage Rishyasringa. You may proceed along with your wife. Then Rishyasringa agreed and replied to King Rompada, So it will be done. And then, having been permitted by the king, he set forth along with his wife. Those valiant kings greeted each other with thanksgiving palm fold, and in friendship they embraced each other and gladdened. Then King Dasharatha, who set forth to Ayodhya, bade farewell to his friend King Rompada. And he firstly sent quick-footed messengers to Ayodhya to inform his citizens about his arrival along with Sage Rishyasringa. Let the entire city of Ayodhya be well decorated very quickly. Let her streets be sprinkled with water and then swept. Let the flags of welcome be hoisted. Thus King Dasharatha ordered messengers that are sent beforehand. Then, on hearing the arrival of their king, all the citizens felt very happy and readily performed all those works exactly as ordered by their king. Then King Dasharatha, keeping Rishyasringa before him, entered the well-decorated city Ayodhya amidst the full sounding of councils and drum beats. Then all the citizens are very happy on seeing that Brahman, Sage Rishyasringa, who is well honored, and entered into the city by their king Dasharatha, as has been done once by Indra when he entered sage Kashyapa's son Vamana, the dwarfish boy and the incarnation of Vishnu, into heavens. And thus those citizens felt that their human lord Dasharatha weighs with divine lord Indra. Dasharatha entered the sage into the palace chambers and worshipped him there as ordained in the scriptures. And in bringing the sage here into his country, King Dasharatha believed that his desire is fulfilled. On seeing her, the broad-eyed Shanta, who came there along with her husband, all the ladies of palace derived happiness for the homecoming of their own daughter, as it were. Shanta, thus being admired by all of them and in an exemptional manner by Dasharatha, comfortably resided there along with her husband, the Vedic scholar Rishyasringa. Thus, this is the 11th chapter in Balakanda of Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.